That belongs in a podcast.
Welcome to It Belongs in a Podcast. We have Kevin with us today. Kevin, and as always, my co-host Alex. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Hello, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, Kevin. And for anyone who may not know, which you should know, Kevin is the original stunt actor who played Indiana Jones, the first guy to play Indiana Jones in the stunt show at Hollywood Studios, formerly MGM Studios. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm one of four. You know, back in the day, there were four of us. But I'm the one that opened the show. But yeah.
That's awesome. So cool. I know like I always found your story interesting when it came to you starting to do this. And from what I recollect, you didn't actually know you were auditioning for Indiana Jones when you auditioned for this part, correct?
That is correct. I had absolutely no idea. It was a huge secret. Disney wanted to keep it that way for a while. So the first audition was held about 3 months before anyone found out what they were doing. And I was told that I was auditioning for an action character, quote unquote, by the name of Jack. And I auditioned. I felt like I had a good audition and a good read. And I went away, didn't think much about it. And then 3 months later, I got a call asking if I'd like to be Indiana Jones. And I went, I didn't audition for that. And they said, yes, you did. You just didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
That was pretty cool.
That's amazing.
And then on top of that, to find out who I was going to be working with, it was just mind-blowing.
That is awesome. That is incredible. Oh, so cool.
And I have to tell you, I have to give that to God, because that was a God thing. He was like picking me. Here you go. This is what you're going to do. I know you're going to love it. Just go with this, you know? And I had worked there for 36 years. 30 of those years were indie and the acting roles. And I can honestly say that I have not worked in 36 years.
That's amazing. I would actually say the same if I ever had the chance to do that. That's so cool. What a role to play, Indiana Jones. And I know. I have been going to this show since I was about 5 years old. So I mean that's crazy. It's unbelievable.
Alex, thanks for that. I appreciate
Yeah.
Can you get the knife out of my back?
Oh man, but I've been going there, and then just to see my kids now seeing this and enjoying the show, it's just a full circle moment, and you've been a part of it, and it's just I'm grateful for what you guys do and for what everyone in that show provides, because it is just such a wonderful show. Even through some of the changes that it's gone through, it's still, I go there every time, and it's just something we look forward to all the time. So,
well, thank you so much. I can't tell you how much we appreciate hearing something like that, because that's why we do it. Mm-hmm. You are the reason that we work so hard and that we take care of ourselves the way we do, so that we can do that on a daily basis.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. So
let me ask you, Kevin. So like, obviously, like you said, you auditioned for this. You had no idea what you were auditioning for, but I mean, what did that mean to you at the time? Like, were you a fan of the movies that had come out? And what was the first thing that went through your head when you found out what this was?
I can't say online what my real words were.
Okay.
But I can tell you that, yes, I was a huge fan of the movies, of Harrison Ford. I remember exactly where I was when I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark and who I was with. It left a huge impression on me. Little did I know that later it was going to be so important to my life, right? But yeah, I was pretty blown away by the weight of one trying to portray this character, that iconic character, I might say, that has, I mean, this is a heavy character. You know what I mean? Indy has a lot of weight to him, and trying to carry on what Harrison Ford put on screen was just, at the time, seeming unsurmountable. However, I will say it was Glenn Randall Jr. that got me where I needed to be.
That's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the 9 months that I was fortunate and honored enough to be with that man, he got me where I needed to be. I mean, he put a whip in my hand. He taught me how to use it. And I teach everyone, when I'm training them how to use the whip at Epic, I teach them the same way that he taught me. So it's really his legacy I'm just passing on.
That's so cool. That is, not a lot of people can say that, which is insane to me. That blows my mind. So what
I know.
An absolute.
And I got to tell you that man, to this day, I could call him up and we'd have a great discussion. He would, it's just family. He was such a father figure to me at that time. Yeah, it was awesome. It was just awesome.
So cool.
I mean, I'd like to talk to him, but that's incredible, you know. And I like, I guess I'm just curious. Like, so you talked about how Raiders left an impression on you, but let me ask you then, as like a stunt performer, because like the closest thing I can make an analogy to is like, you know, I played percussion a little bit when I was in like middle school, high school, and so I listen to music differently. I hear the percussion above everything else. Right. So when you're watching these movies, especially like when you saw Raiders and stuff, but when you're watching movies, are you watching for the stunts? Does it take you out of it a little bit, or are you kind of noticing how they put that together?
Yes, to both of that. I would tell you that I'm watching to see who I know.
Okay.
And I'm also watching to see how it was done.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it does. You're absolutely right. When something like this becomes your expertise, all of a sudden you watch movies different, or you listen to music completely different.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Off note here. Funny you mentioned who like you may know. I was watching The Naked Gun the other evening with Liam, the new one with Liam Neeson, and I saw Nate from the show, and I jumped out of my seat. I was like, "That's Nate."
That's Nate's bear.
I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
I
so
know.
Funny.
It's pretty incredible.
Oh.
And the same thing happens, you know, with a lot of the Marvel movies, especially the Marvel movies. Like, I see Todd Warren everywhere.
That's crazy.
That man is everywhere.
I didn't realize how many movies like some of you guys have actually like been in, and like, or you know, it's so cool because there was another movie with The Rock recently, I believe, that a few of the guys were in.
Red One?
Yeah, Red One, that one. Yeah, there's a few of you that were in there too. I was like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So
a lot of our giants were in that movie.
Yep. Too cool. That's awesome. You know, when you were talking about the imprint that Harrison Ford left on you, and then to play this role, and then to recently actually being at the red carpet premiere, which I think one of my favorite moments was when Tiffany and I were just walking the strip there, and we hear Alex, and it's you and Michelle. It was you and Michelle turned around, and I did not know you guys were going to be at that. It was so cool. And then you got to meet Harrison Ford.
Yes, absolutely. I got to. I never ever thought that was going to happen. Man. That was like the pinnacle of my career. Disney flying me out there, and Michelle, and getting to be out there with my Marion of 30 years was pretty darn cool.
That was so cool. Yeah. That video that Disney posted of you guys, them surprising you with you guys, that was like, it gave me chills, like just seeing that, because all of your work like culminated to that. And I just thought it was just another full circle moment. You got to see an indie movie with Indy and meet Indy, you know, just so cool.
I got goosebumps. Yes, it truly was.
That was an experience.
And then oh my gosh! And then when that screen went up and John Williams and a full orchestra was behind that screen. Whoa, my God.
Tears from me. I was like,
absolutely.
I'd never dreamed I'd be able to see John Williams. We have tried, but it just never worked out. So I just kind of tossed it up and said, okay, it may not happen.
He was retired.
Yeah.
The man retired.
So.
And then, you know what? I'll come out of retirement for this. Oh.
Yeah. What a thing to come out of retirement for. Like, that was unbelievable. Yeah,
see, now this is my turn. I wasn't there. I didn't get to see this. So you guys are
sorry, Brian.
It's your turn next, Alex. You're getting it.
All right, Brian.
I'm thrilled for both of you. Like, really great photos, and you guys looked like you had the time of your lives. Yeah. I was there in spirit with you guys. I promise. So that would look like an amazing thing to be a part of. So I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, that was incredible. But so
I know, and then seeing you, Alex, on the red carpet as well.
It
was so cool.
What a dream. That was incredible. And then, you guys stopping by, and we got that really good picture with you and Michelle too that Disney snapped. So that was pretty cool. I have those printed out and framed, so I love them.
Awesome. That's fantastic.
So, but yeah, I can't even think straight now. That was so cool.
No, I was going to ask you kind of along a different lines a little bit, but I was going to say, like, one of the things that everybody at Epic is really good about is connecting with the fans. I don't think that gets talked about enough. It's kind of like a little known secret that's a very obvious fact if you just hang out and you just wait. But you guys are really, really good to us, and I sincerely appreciate it. I know you're kind of you're the face of the show for me right now, right? So it means the world to me, and I see it mean the world to a lot of people every day, every single day.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and that's something I have to tell you that's something that we do on our own. That Disney has never said, you're required to go to the wall.
Right.
That's just something that has been ingrained upon us since day one.
It's very sincere.
You guys are the reason that we are there.
Yeah.
And the fact that you keep coming back to watch the show, and see it time and time again, that's amazing. And the fact that it's been there for 36 years, come on.
Yep. And I still can't get enough of it.
That show was only slated to be there 5 years. That's it.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. And that's why because I think they did like a major redo of all the safety equipment and everything in like 2001. You guys were closed for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were.
Because everything was like, or like we have to go through and redo like everything because none of it was meant to be permanent,
Correct.
I learned something new today. Wow.
It wasn't. Yeah. And that's and it's funny because I realized that the 35th anniversary, which Alex and I got to go see the show they did do because it got rained out later that day.
Mm-hmm.
But the show, and they had all the cast come, and that was really, really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But that show, I think I realized it because someone said that one of the they were talking about like shows that had closed and attractions that had closed from the opening day, and I was like, well, no, but Indy's there, and I went and looked, and sure enough, it wasn't open. It wasn't an opening day attraction. It opened a few months later. Yeah,
we weren't quite finished at that point, and
right.
I believe when it opened, the Mayan temple was not even completed yet.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
We were in a fishbowl. We literally, I mean, the seats were there, the stands were there, the grandstands, but so people could come in and watch our rehearsals.
Okay.
And we were literally in a goldfish bowl.
There's got to be video of that out there somewhere on a VHS.
Oh,
so we want to see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I realized the date, and I messaged Alex, and I'm like, the 35th's coming up, like it's a big deal,
Yeah.
And we went and I was kind of hoping that they knew, and then Robert shouted it, and I was like, awesome, like that's awesome, like I'm here to see the 35th show, and I'm here to celebrate this show that's been around for 3 decades longer than it had any business being, and it's a testament not only to you guys doing it, but the sacrifices that have been made all along the way, and the changes that it's endured, and like we said a minute ago, the sincerity, like I said, like you guys know that it's important to us, and I don't get that anywhere else. So there's magic there of its own. So
every single time.
I mean, That means a lot to us. Thank you. Especially like the tradition. I'm very happy that the tradition of passing on the hat to the kid, that's at the wall.
Yeah.
I'm because I started that, and to have all of the indies to this day still give away their own hat to a child, or we actually have hats that are designated so that they can give those away. Yeah, I'm just so happy that all of that continues.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully after I'm gone and the show is still going, it'll continue as well.
Well, definitely will make sure of that. That's incredible. I am actually not me. My son is a lucky recipient of one of those hats. Aaron, they gave us a little tour, and him and Rachel, and that was just probably one of the best moments I've ever had at Disney. And I just remember Liam's face, like when he gave him the hat. Those are those little gestures that you guys do that create such a core memory, and all of us, the four of us, will remember that forever.
That's awesome. And I'm so glad. That means the world to us. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys create magic every single day for everyone that goes there, and it makes me so happy every time I go there, seeing each show filled all the way, all the time, even to this day.
It's crazy. I know.
I mean, I always look back, because I'm always trying to sit up at the front because I want to see everything, and even though I've seen it a million times, I always look back to see how the seats are filled, and it's filled every single time.
Yeah,
and
I know.
It just makes me so happy. So
me too.
Yeah. Me too. So, and then now we've got some more indie stuff coming over at Animal Kingdom. How do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, we're very happy about it. Come on, anything to bring, more attention to indie. Yes, absolutely, bring it. It's great. I'm hoping that for the opening of that venue, there'll be some kind of a stunt performance there.
That would be awesome. So if
they should. I mean, if I were a show director, that's what I would do.
It only makes sense, and I know I will be there day one in line, and I'm gonna just ride it as many times as I can.
I'm sure you'll be number one.
Man, that would be insane. I was trying to tell him, I know a couple people that work there. I was like, hey, I think a good publicity thing would be, to get a group of indies dressed up, for that first ride, get some pictures. So if anyone else from Disney's listening, I know a few guys.
Actually, you just reminded me of something, Kevin. Didn't they have indie in the streets of MGM Studios at one point? I think I've seen photos of that. Did you ever do that?
I did not. I was actually away at that point, but yeah, they were on. Now I did do the New York Street one, but there was a different version earlier where they actually kind of brought in the elements of the show onto the street.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, as opposed to doing a completely different stunt show on New York Street.
Yeah.
I remember seeing pictures from the New York Street, and I vaguely remember, if I'm remembering correctly, it was more like a part of the segment was like part of a parade, right? Where they were doing the stunts on the street.
Well, there was a story. I mean, you may have had a hard time following the story, but there was supposed to be like this stunt trophy that was being given, and it was stolen, and then all of these different stunt performers were trying to get it back.
Okay, that's awesome. So,
it was great. It was a lot of fun because you got to portray, different characters. You could be Indy one day, you could be one of the Musketeers on top of the building the next day, doing rappelling off of that. It was great, and that was held at the same place where Ace Ventura was. Oh my gosh. Performed. So
that's right. I remember Ace Ventura too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There's been so many things that came and went. See, you missed your calling. You should have just stayed with just acting.
Oh man, those were some good old days at MGM.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I went. I went when it first opened. So I'm a little older than Alex. So I went when it first opened. I was there in 1990 when everything was Dick Tracy. Everything was
Dick
yellow.
Tracy. I have pictures.
Everything was Dick Tracy. It was amazing.
I have pictures. I
That
actually
was
just found it
great.
recently. Of me with some of the Dick Tracy stands because I was a big
Yeah,
fan of
I
Dick
have one
Tracy.
too. I have one too. We're gonna
I
put it
think
in
I have a
the
thing.
podcast.
I think I like characters that wear fedoras because
Yep.
Dick
Yeah.
Tracy,
Right there,
Indiana
look.
Jones,
There's the
Alan
yellow
Grant.
one there.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's right there.
I
Yep.
see it, Brian. I see it.
Oh man, I remember the Honey I Shrunk the Kids playground.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yep.
incredible.
Yep.
Oh man, good stuff.
Great memories. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, obviously, you know, you've done a lot for the show and you've done, you know, the different positions, like the different characters in the show, the director and everything that I've seen you do. What is one of my questions is there something you haven't done in the parks that you would have liked to have done up to this point?
Oh my gosh. No. Because I have been so blessed, Alex. I have done
I was like, what
I've done
haven't you
every
done?
role that I could possibly have wanted to do. I mean, I was in Tarzan Rocks. I did Ace Ventura. I did the Hoop-de-Doo. I did Diamond Horseshoe. Lights, Motors, Action. I did.
Another great show.
Yeah, I got to go to Japan for 9 months with my wife,
Wow.
where I learned how to tap dance.
Oh my gosh.
That was going to be my guess. Learn how to tap.
Yeah, no, not really, right? I know, crazy. And I was taught by the two foremost tap dancers in Japan, the Nakano brothers.
Okay.
They are world famous. They're phenomenal, and they taught me how to tap.
That's insane. I truly believe you have not worked a day in your life.
I haven't. I totally haven't.
What?
And that's what I mean. Along the way, look at who I've been fortunate enough to work with, and the people that have taught me, the Nakano brothers, Glenn Randall Jr. I mean, just
That right there, top of the list right there.
I know, absolutely, he certainly is.
Oh man,
Yeah, it's been incredible.
that's
Absolutely incredible.
so.
I feel so
cool.
blessed and so lucky to have had the career that I have had. So if anybody ever says, you don't want to work for Disney, bull, yeah, you do.
with that kind of resume, that's incredible. That's man, that's goals right there. That's what a dream.
It truly is. It truly is.
Indy alone though, to hold that title, man.
That's the one I'm most proud about.
Absolutely.
I got to tell you.
And you've done a great job with it. So.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that more than you know. Thank you so much.
So, but yeah, I think I'm going to the show tomorrow. But you're not. I don't think you work weekends anymore, do you?
Not normally, but you know who is out, so I'm picking up his days, and
Yeah.
I'll be there tomorrow, Alex.
Are you? Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go tomorrow and check some of the things out there. So, because it's been a little while since I've been there. So
What show are you coming
so
to?
busy. I'm gonna try and make the first one for sure, but
All right, I'll put in VIP for you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be at the first one then.
All right.
Awesome. Thank
All
you.
Yeah, of course. You'll be on the list.
Awesome.
I guess I'm curious about, like, so, you know, obviously, like I said, I've expressed my gratitude, but like, is there any moment in particular that maybe feels more rewarding than another when it comes to your interactions with the fans? Does anything stand out, or maybe just the first time you got to interact with a fan? Maybe I don't know. That's, you know, I'll leave that open.
Well, I would say I would have to tell you, it's probably going to get sentimental here. So, as a trainer, one of my I'm so sorry.
No.
One of the greatest things that happens for me is when I've trained in Indy, and they'll go out and they'll do a great show, and then they'll go to the wall and they'll meet someone and they'll pass on a hat, or I will hear my words coming out of them, you know, giving a child maybe advice or whatever. But those moments that I get as a seasoned performer, because I've been there so long. When I get those kind of moments there, I treasure them. And of course, I guess the moment meeting Harrison Ford, that was just the pinnacle. Like I said, it was the pinnacle of my career. And I have to tell you, he was so kind. He was so kind with his time, how he spoke to us. It was so genuine and caring. At one point, we thought we were done, and because we knew we had to go places. We knew we had other people to meet, much more important than us. And he was like, "Well, don't you guys want a picture or something?" And we were like, "Oh God, that would be great."
Oh man,
we're not trying to rush you away, but yeah, it was great. And then the final thing, as he left, he turned around and he said to me, "Nice suit."
That was a nice suit.
I know it was. Trust me, I looked long and hard for that suit. It had to be perfect. And I found the perfect suit.
That was, I think, the best suit I saw there.
I was like cloud nine.
Oh, the ultimate compliment from the ultimate person.
Yeah.
That's insane. Oh, but
Absolutely.
no, I remember when I saw you walk by, I look at Tiff, I was like, look at that suit.
Awesome.
That was fantastic. Oh man.
Thank you for sharing both of those. I think that's beautiful stuff, Kevin. Thank you. I mean,
thank you, Brian.
I don't even know what to say to that. That's how beautiful that is.
It just shows how passionate you guys truly are about this. And I say this till I'm blue in the face every time I talk to someone about the show. It looks like, yes, it's work. It's not when you say you haven't worked a day in your life, which it seems that way, but you guys make it seem like you guys truly enjoy what you do when you're up on that stage. And it shows, and I see it every single show. You guys are just having fun, and like you said, it doesn't look like it's a job to you guys. It's just what you like to do. And I think that's what really makes it special too, because I've seen it so many times, but then when I see these small interactions, it's like no show is exactly the same, because I've seen different iterations of this show, and each time someone brings something new, almost every single time. And it's just so cool because you guys are just having fun mixing things up like that. And I've noticed it because it shows, your passion shows, your joy shows just from doing what you do.
Well, that's the way. I'm so happy to hear that. That's great. And that's kind of the way it is when you're working with your family, because that's what we are. We are the most wonderful dysfunctional family that has ever been put together by Disney, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, well, like I said, I can't thank you guys enough for everything you've done. It's truly an escape from reality. It's what I like to go do if I'm having a rough time. You guys just kind of take my head out of the real world for, those 30, 45 minutes, and that's sometimes all I need.
Awesome.
So,
awesome. Yeah. Thank you. That's
fantastic. I think we're really lucky that this is like an indie themed show, but it really, I think it could be any theme, and I would still see the brilliance of what you guys do, and to see everybody kind of working in conjunction, and to go to a show that's staffed almost entirely differently and still see that same energy. That's a strong thing that has to carry over.
That's awesome.
There's a consistency there. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. So.
Thank you. Yeah, it really is. Thank you so much.
I the only thing I haven't done is gone backstage. One day I will, but I'm kind of enjoying not knowing what it all looks like back there. So.
Oh no, we got to take you back. It's great to have that little tour. Right now, unfortunately, all tours have been canceled until further notice. But they'll come back. They'll come back.
Yeah.
And when they do, we'll get you back there.
I'm looking forward to it, Kevin. Thank you.
All right.
That's awesome. So
cool.
All right, guys. Well, again, like Alex said, we certainly appreciate you being here with us, and
it's my pleasure. Thank you so much for asking me. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you both.
Thank you so much for just giving us an insight into what you do and how you do it, and thank you again.
Of course. Anytime. Thanks.
All right.
Have a great day, you guys.
Thank you. You
Likewise.
too.